You're in.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight, I would like to start with a question. How many of you have started to save for retirement? That's not that many. How many of you actually are planning to start as soon as you graduate and get a full-time job? That's a little bit. Well, my name is Tatiana, and I have recently taken a course in personal financial planning, and during the course I came across a few interesting statistics when it comes to retirement savings. In the book Personal Finance, it says that new retirees have a few regrets. For example, 70% wish they'd save more money. 59% wish they'd started saving earlier, and 41% are very concerned they'll outlive their money. So saving for retirement is very important because you will spend many years in retirement. So tonight we will talk about why it is important to save, what are some of the benefits of starting early, and what could be the downsides of not saving. To give you a little incentive to listen and pay attention, because I believe that this is a quite important topic, we're going to play a little game of bingo. I hope that everyone knows how to play. So on the second page of your agenda, you have the bingo card. You have a little stickers that you can put on as soon as I cover the topic that the picture relates to, or even if you see the picture in a presentation, just put the sticker on. You can get it any way across, and whoever calls it out first gets a little prize at the end, so pay attention. So why it is important to save for retirement. We all know that saving money is smart. We do save for the big items in our life, such as new car, home, or new TV. However, we do not think that the most expensive thing you will need to save for in your life is your retirement. And retirement is becoming more expensive for Americans for two reasons. First, you live longer. According to the US Census Bureau, the life expectancy increased over years. In 1970, as you can see, it was 70.8 years. In 2008, it was already 78 years, and it is planned that it would increase to 79.5 by 2020. So as you see, you might spend 10, 15, 20, maybe 30 years in your retirement. Therefore, you really need to save. Also, you might have to provide a greater share of the cost of your retirement. Not many employers anymore offer the defined benefit plans. Therefore, you will need to put more of your own money towards retirement. As I mentioned, and I found this on the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and they say that the percentage of workers covered by defined benefit plans actually dropped from 42% in 1990 to 21% in 2011. So now we discuss why it is so important to start saving. So there is many questions, how should you start? And maybe one of the first question is actually, how much should you save each month? The answer would be pretty much save as much as you can. However, the ultimate guide to retirement on cnnmoney.com recommends that you should start saving about 10 to 15% of your income. But even if you cannot save the 10 to 15%, start with 5%. Maybe you have to first pay off your student loans. You can start with as little as you want, but the important thing is to start early because you have time on your side and also the power of compounding. Compounding pretty much means that you earning interest on interest. Here is a definition from Investopedia, but as I said, you earning interest on interest. So to illustrate the power of compounding, we look at two people. I'll borrow some of your names. So we have Matt and we have Rob.
Could be 4. Oh, okay.
So Matt is thinking about retirement, saving money. He's thinking about spending, once he retires, spending money with his family. And so he starts to save $300 every month. Matt is 25. Rob is also 25. But Rob is thinking, now he got a big job, so he's thinking about buying a new fancy car, buying a new TV, going on an expensive cruise. So Rob doesn't start saving until he's 35. He will also save $300 a month. So who do you think is going to have more money in his retirement account by the age 65?
Matt.
That's a good guess. By how much money do you think he's going to have more? Take a guess.
Is he saving $300 a month or
$300 every month. Just take a guess.
He's going to say
36,000?
360,000.
You think that Matt's going to have about 300 grand? Okay, well, let's see. So, this is Matt. And this is Rob. So, Matt started at age 25 with the 300 a month, and at age 65, he has $1,060,000. This was compounded at 88%, and the average return on S&P over the years was about 9.5%. So that's what Matt has in his account. Since Rob didn't start saving until the age of 35, he saves the same amount. However, his amount in the retirement account is less than half of what Matt saved. To illustrate a little bit more, if Matt stops saving after 10 years and lets just the money grow, he will have $609,000 in his account. For Rob to save the same amount, $609,000, he would have to save $405 for the entire 30 years. Also, if Rob would want to get to the $1,060,000, he would have to save $705 every month. So you see that the power of compounding is really strong. Here it's graphically, once again, this is Matt, this is Rob. You see that Rob has much less money in his retirement account. So how can you start? Many employers offer some benefits plans such as 401k, which pretty much takes the money right out of your paycheck. If your employer doesn't offer that benefit, you can start your individual retirement account IRA. So what happens if you don't save money for retirement? Well, you might not be able to retire, or you might find yourself flipping burgers to supplement your retirement income. So in conclusion, we learn why it is so important to start saving for retirement. Retirement, as I said, might be the most expensive thing in your life that you will have to save for. And the best thing is to start early. I was going to show a short video from Vanguard, and in the video pretty much they have kids talking about retirement. And the kids' comments are pretty funny. The video was shot in the 90s, however, whatever applied then, the same concept applies today. Therefore, I would encourage you to say, start today, start tomorrow, but start as soon as you can, because it's never too early to start. Thank you for your attention.